Hello, everybody. I am back. It's been a while. I've started a new job. Yes, I have, but don't worry. One Leeds has not died. We are back, and we're back with an absolute bang. We have a very, very, very special guest on the channel. We did a stream, I think about a year ago now. I think it was when Leeds were playing Arsenal. It is the Don. He is here. It is Don Robbie. Robbie, you're here. How are you doing, mate?
I'm good, mate. How's it going?
Yeah, very well, mate. We've done a stream over on Arsenal Fan TV, so go check that out after this one, guys. But we're here to get Robbie's thoughts. Robbie, we're playing Arsenal. We're done with the international break. Are you excited for this one against Leeds?
Oh yeah, really excited for the game. We just before the international break, we had a very bad defeat against Aston Villa. So anytime you sort of have a result like that, you can't wait to get back in action and just be playing, because I'll be honest with you, there's been a lot of doom and gloom around the club that past. We've had to sit and stew for nearly 2 weeks since that defeat against Villa. So getting back out there and seeing the team play and, playing against Leeds as well, it's a bit of a historic fixture. It's only a pity that obviously we're not going to be able to go to Ellen Road. I was really looking forward to that as a fixture this season, and getting to go up to Ellen Road, a place that I haven't been to for years. So that's a real shame. But but I'm looking forward to the game. It's going to be a really, really good game. Two very good teams.
Yeah, I think just with regards to team news, Rob, it looks like I think Partey's fit, isn't he? But it does look like El Neni is sort of out with. I think he's got COVID, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Does that? Sorry, mate. Does that bring? Are you looking to bring? Would that bring sort of Xhaka in the defensive role then? If you were going to play that tactic against Leeds?
Yeah, I think Xhaka will come in. Xhaka will slot in. I think it's kind of at the moment it's either or, Xhaka and El Neni next to Partey. Although El Neni, he didn't play great in the last game against Villa, but up until then, he'd been playing all right. When he's next to Partey, he looks decent, But, Xhaka coming in, I don't think there's any drop there. I think he's not as, El Neni's probably a bit more energetic, gets around the pitch a bit more. But then Xhaka brings other advantages, that he's more of a stronger player and he's got a much better passing range. So I think Xhaka, who's, played well for Switzerland during the international break, there'd be no drop off with him coming in. But it's just a shame to hear that, Mohamed El Neni's got coronavirus. A lot of footballers seem to be coming down with this at the moment, especially when they're going away. It's not great.
Yeah, I don't know what your thoughts are quickly, Rob, on the international break, but why are they still letting that happen?
Yeah, well, it's money, in it. They want to make sure that those tournaments all take place. I kind of get why they still, because remember the Euros have been delayed a year, so they want to get that completed next season. So I guess they had to finish off the qualifiers, and they've had to kind of pack it in. Like 3 games, in such a small period of time is absolutely ridiculous, really. I think they could have just went straight into the games and just missed out all the friendly stuff and just played the Nations League and played the the Euro stuff, qualifiers, and that's it. Why have a friendly in it? I just didn't get that. It didn't make no sense.
No, it didn't at all. And do you know what, Rob? It's boring, isn't it, talking about England? So let's get on to some club football. So I guess my question, and we'll talk about in general in a second. Aubameyang, he's been put out on the wing, and we've seen it for years now. He's been decent out there. He's got a good return, but we were just speaking on it on your stream. Centrally, he's got to start moving him inside, surely, without obviously Lacazette struggling and Nketiah's struggling. So do you think that could happen against Leeds?
I'm hoping it does. We say Lacazette's struggling, but he's actually our top scorer this season.
How many has he got?
He's only scored 3 goals. And I think that's been the thing this season, which been really sort of kind of got a lot of Arsenal fans criticising the manager, is that we haven't been creating a lot of chances. We've only scored, I think it's 9 goals in 8 games. And for Arsenal, that's just so unusual. And we've just not been creating chances. It's almost as if what the manager's tried to do is try to sort out the defence. That's always been a big problem at Arsenal over the years. You know, we've been, especially we go away from home, we're a bit soft. Teams get at us. You know, he's kind of up until the Aston Villa game. We had the best defensive record in the Premier League, and he's tightened up the defense with the formation. He's been playing three at the back. The signing of Gabriel at the back, he's been absolutely immense. He's been brilliant, and we've been defending well, but it's kind of been to the detriment of the attack because we've not been creating chances. We've not been getting the ball out to Aubameyang. I mean, last year he missed out on the Golden Boot by 1 goal. He won the Golden Boot the year before, so we're just not getting the service to him, and the chances have been falling to Lacazette. There's been a couple of them. Like I remember the Leeds game, you know, Lacazette, you know, at 1-0. Sorry, at 1-1, I think it was. You know, he's one-on-one with the keeper, and he just hits it straight at the keeper. Against Villa the other day, when 1-0 down, he had an easy header. He just headed it straight over the bar. I think if those chances fall to Aubameyang, he's going to bury. Well, he ain't going to miss both of them. He's going to get at least one, and that's what a lot of fans have been calling for. They're like, put Aubameyang down the middle. He's our most lethal player. I saw the game when Leicester played against Leeds, and the way Vardy was playing off of the shoulder. Aubameyang can do exactly the same thing. He makes great, intelligent runs, and he's just as good a finisher as Vardy. You know what I mean? They're very similar in the way they kind of play. So I'm hoping that he's going to play Aubameyang down the middle. Aubameyang, he scored on international duty. Hopefully he's going to be coming back rearing to go. But at the moment, where we're playing him, he's just not getting the ball. You know what I mean? And and if we don't get the ball to our best player, I mean, it's ridiculous. So it's strange. It's a different type of. We were talking about it on my channel that it's a different type of Arsenal. It's not the all attacking Arsenal that everybody's been used to over the years that comes and absolutely batters teams. If anything, it's probably the other way around. You guys will be that all-attacking team, and I think Arsenal are going to be, a pretty boring outfit. It will kind of sit in with a very tight formation, three at the back, and hope to catch Leeds on the counter-attack. That's what they've been doing away from home, and that's what they did against Manchester United. Although against Manchester United, I'd say Arsenal were very aggressive in their play, great possession, and deserve to win the game. It's going to be an interesting game. Arsenal as well. We always love to play the ball out from the back. Very rarely do we go long. We play build-up play from the back. Leeds are a high-pressing team. I don't think Arsenal will change. They like to draw teams on and then try and catch them on a counter-attack. So I do see goals in this game. I don't think it's going to be attacker versus attack. I really don't see that at all. I feel it's going to be a much more conservative Arsenal than you're used to seeing.
Yeah, I listened to Arteta's press conference, and he's really got the analytics down on Leeds. He was saying, with the high press, they play duels, and that's going to be really interesting, Rob, in terms of, because what Leeds do is they go man for man, which is very unusual. So obviously, if you're getting someone like, I remember at the Emirates, it was Ozil versus Calvin Phillips, and that was the man-for-man battle throughout the entire game. So, do you think Arsenal will be able to cope with that? Would you think they won't be used to it, will they?
I think somebody like Aubameyang will like man-for-man, rather than 2-3 players marking him, which is what he's been getting all this season. You know what I mean? So he's been playing out wide, and then he's been stuck out there with as soon as he gets the ball, there's 2-3 players being drawn out to him. And he's not been able to really get beyond him. So I think one-on-one, I don't think Leeds want to deploy a one-on-one against him. If Leeds are going to do man marking, then I'd play Pepe, because one person marking Pepe, he better be on his game, because Pepe is full of tricks.
It's Bielsa's man, Rob.
Yeah, that's Bielsa had him at Lille, didn't he? So I don't know. Listen, I know that Bielsa doesn't really. He's a bit like Wenger back in the day, where he's got his way of playing, and that's it. He ain't dropping off of that. That's his philosophy. And fair play to him. It's done very well for him. But I like you said about Arteta, it's a sort of something he gets praised for. It's something he also gets criticised for. That he really analyses everything in a game.
About that.
He'll be, he's he's analysed everything down to the last, the last millisecond, the last everything. You know what I mean? So I I just see it being a much more cagier game as far as Arsenal's concerned than what people expect. There'll be a lot of Leeds fans thinking that, Arsenal going to come gun ho. We ain't. I can guarantee you that we won't.
Yeah, that's really interesting, because before this, like before speaking to you, I was a bit like, yeah, they will. They're going to come gung ho. So that's, oh God. But yeah, as you say, it's going to be an interesting game. But with regards to, obviously, we've had the weird thing with Aubameyang in the airport, and then we've had Partey with obviously coming back, and it's potentially his first game against Leeds, which probably isn't what you want in terms of coming up against arguably the fittest team in the league. Then you've had El Neni, who's obviously got COVID-19. So is there a little bit of sort of instability in the Arsenal camp at the minute?
I wouldn't say instability. You mean as long as Partey's fit, I think that should be fine. Aubameyang will be all right. Hopefully, you know what I mean. So, no, I wouldn't say there's any instability. We've got the team has been. The only instability has really been the whole Özil thing, and he's not in the squad at all. So that's not even a factor. So, no, I think it's been a pretty steady team. It's just a very stunned Arsenal after that defeat to Aston Villa, because they actually came to the Emirates and they destroyed us. It was a very embarrassing defeat, and a defeat that took us by surprise, because, as I said, the other defeats that we've had this season against, Liverpool away, there's no embarrassment to that, and we were competitive in that game. City, a 1-0 defeat where, as I said, if we'd have taken our chances in that game, we wouldn't have lost that game. And then the game against Leicester that we lost, that was one of the biggest smash and grabs you'll ever see. They literally defended the whole game and just got a smash and grab through Jamie Vardy. I think that was their only shot in the whole game or something like that. It was something mad like that. So, but the Villa one.
What happened, Rob? What exactly?
They came and they took us to the cleaners. They absolutely destroyed us.
So what? Okay, well, we're talking about Villa then. It's really interesting with Arsenal, because I can blueprint with Leeds what's happened and what's gone wrong, but with Arsenal, it's very unusual. I can't really get it right in my head. So Villa came, and what did they do differently?
I just think that Villa. I think Villa are a good side first and foremost.
Oh, yeah.
I think they've got some very good players, right? They've really strengthened, and so I think that you saw what they did to Liverpool in that. They're a good team. And I really do. I've just got a sense, this is me, I think we got complacent. I think because we had that great win the week before at Manchester United, a place that we haven't won since something like 2006. I think the players were a little bit too cocky, underestimated Villa. Villa came and they literally they deserved. They went at us and we had no answer. And we were really stung by the defeat. I think the team selection was wrong. I think the team formation was wrong for that game. We just got absolutely everything wrong in that game. Now, Arteta's had 2 weeks to think about that. This really is a big game for him. We need to get something out of this. I mean, I don't think he can afford to take in another defeat. You know what I mean? It's going to put him under a lot of pressure. So it's a massive test for Mikel Arteta coming up against someone like Bielsa. If we can go there and get a win against Leeds, it gets us back on track again. Because at the end of the day, it's been a weird season. We've played 8 games. We've lost 4, won 4. But if we was to beat Leeds, who knows? We could be sort of just in the top 4, slightly off it by the end of the weekend. We were about 3 points off the top 4. But, we've got to get back on track after that Villa defeat. It was a really, really poor performance, as poor as I've seen from an Arsenal team for a long time, and that's why it took a lot of fans a lot of fans were shocked by it. But let's hope, from an Arsenal point of view, that we don't see a repeat of that, because if Arsenal are on song, I think that we're capable. If we're on song, we're capable of beating any team in the league. But we can't put in a performance like where we did against Villa. I think it'll be a repeat of what we saw against Villa. So we've got to be on it.
What are your natural thoughts of, obviously, because you've seen Leeds, we've let goals in and we've scored goals, but do you think you always have to be wary against Leeds United?
Oh, of course. I remember when Leeds came and we played him in the FA Cup, and I was really impressed that night. You know, I know we had a much changed team. I think you guys did as well. But
Yeah, we did.
I was really impressed with Leeds, the style of play, the way they took it to us. And I thought that actually on that night, you know, Leeds were very unlucky not to get a minimum of a draw, you know, at the Emirates. So that was the warning signs then. I thought Leeds were excellent against Liverpool, first game of the season. I love how Leeds have been playing. But the only thing I would say with what I've seen of Leeds is that there's a bit of naivety there. I don't think you can continue to play like that from now till the end of the season in the Premier League. It's a different type of league. You come up against certain teams, your Crystal Palaces and your Wolves, and they would just say to you, have the ball, right? And they catch you on the counter, and they're good at it. You know, and there's a lot of teams like that in the Premier League that, you know, you can be playing. As an Arsenal fan, I can tell you, I've seen it so many times over the years. You can have lots of possession. You can be playing brilliant football. You give the ball away one time and you're 1-0 down. And they just lock it down. You know what I mean? So I'm not too sure if I think Leeds are going to have to adapt quickly. I think that's what I've seen from Leeds. Great going forward, great attacking play. But are they going to be able to keep up that level of intensity, especially without no fans, from now till the end of the season? And also, are they going to be able to be so open against every team from now till the end of the season? I don't think they can. I think there will have to be at some point some sort of change, because if you I just feel that in this league, unless you're City or Liverpool, you just cannot afford to be that open sometimes. You know what I mean? Because you get picked off. And I'm saying that from experience of being an Arsenal fan that have played in similar style over the years. But, you know, it hasn't really always helped us because, you know, we've just been far too open.
Yeah, it's interesting. No, it's everyone who's watching this, and you know, we're at the end of the season, and we've just got top four. Make sure you clip this and send it to Robbie.
Yeah, I get smashed again. Listen, every fan's got a little clip of me. Or when I talk the truth now, they just discard it. You know what I mean? I'm an easy target. I know that, but I hope people don't think it's not a disrespect. I like what Leeds are doing. I like how they're playing. I think they're exciting. I think everybody likes to see Leeds, probably apart from Man United fans. Or Sheffield United fans, you know, everybody likes to see Leeds play. I do. I mean, if I'm not watching Arsenal in the weekends coming, I want to see Leeds play. They're exciting, you know what I mean? And I remember that first game in particular against Liverpool. That's one of the best games so far this season, you know what I mean? And I do think, you know, you've got to feel a little bit sorry for Leeds that without the fans, I think with the fans at Ellen Road and the way Leeds play, that might have become a bit of a fortress, and that's where, you know, they would have got loads of points. But this is the mad season, and I've seen that it does. You know, going to Leeds normally, we'd be thinking, "Oh my God," with the crowd on our case, plus Leeds attacking football. This is a really tough game. It's still a tough game, but no fans really levels things up, man. I'm telling you, it really takes away a lot of that away, and we've seen it this season so many times. So, opportunity for Arsenal to try and get back on track. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it positively. You know, I just don't think we can play as badly as we did in the last game. We can't. We cannot afford to. You know, they'll get absolutely slaughtered if they do play like that. We've got to put a performance in.
Yeah, it's going to be two sort of historic sides who've got great respect for each other as well. I think it's well worth saying. I think, you know, there's been some great battles between us in the past, and hopefully we can have that again on Sunday. Rob, I'm going to ask you for a prediction, mate.
Prediction: I'm going to go 3-1 to Arsenal. I just think that, as I said, it's not going to be the all-attacking Arsenal. I think it's going to be a sit-in job and counter-attack. But I just got a feeling this weekend for Aubameyang. He ain't done nothing this season. He's been very poor. And I just think he's going to come to life. He's got to come to life at some stage. And I'm hoping that this is going to be, because he'll be stung. He'll be, you know, I mean, he's looking at Bamford and all these guys on 7, 8 goals and that. And he's like, yeah, I've only got 1 goal.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, nah, man. This can't work. You know, this guy's normally a goal machine. He's got to get off the mark sooner or later. I just fancy it's going to be this week.
Definitely, yeah. I'm going to go. What did I say on the other? Or yours? I think I said 3-2. It's going to have to be a Bamford hat trick. We're going to get him to 11.
Oh.
But Ballon d'Or.
Rodrigo's a good player. So I remember right when we played Valencia, he missed that absolute. We played him in the semi-final Europa League. He missed that open. I'll never forget that, man. But he was good. He's quick.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
open goal that game, man.
The thing is, Rob, we've got as well, mate. We haven't massively touched on it, and you know we don't need to really. But I guess it's just a flag point for Leeds. Is we've got this lad from Rafinha, this lad called Rafinha as well, who we got from Rennes in the summer, who's playing Champions League football. Bought him in. Rodrigo's back and Calvin's back. And our summer signing Llorente, the centre back, is also in contention. So we've got 4 players back this weekend. So hopefully that's going to see Leeds through. But yeah, Rob, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate. I don't know why I'm asking this question, but where can everybody find you?
AFTV, get over there and check us out. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Listen, it's all about, what we love about this, right, is that it's football fans having their say, no matter what club they're from. So I respect every football fan, especially now that we see games without fans. It's clear for everybody to see right now who are the most important people. I always say the most important people in football are the players and the fans. Definitely. Because without either of those two, it's a crap game. It's not the same. And we're seeing it without no fans in the stadium, you know. And let's hope we can get back in there as soon as possible. Obviously, it's nobody's fault why fans are not in there, but we see the importance of football fans regardless of what club they're at. So I'm going to miss not being up there, you know, this weekend and the banter with the Leeds fans and that, you know, I'm going to miss that, but hopefully we can return back to that sooner rather than later, you know?
Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely. Well, Robbie, it's been a pleasure, mate. And cheers, man. I'll catch you in a bit.
Thank you.